gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
The man suspected of shooting a police officer and 2 others is in custody after an hours-long standoff in Arcadia.
Yeah, Eyewitness News reporter Marco Robles live at the scene with the very latest for us. Mark.
Yeah, good morning. Although there is no longer a public safety threat this morning, there is still an active investigation here behind us after these 3 people were shot, including an Arcadia police officer. He was responding to a home here when the suspect opened fire, shooting him in the face. That suspect now in custody after an hours-long barricade. He surrendered to officers around 10:45 last night, emerging from the home with a leg injury after possibly shooting himself, according to police. This all happening on Greenfield Avenue off of Live Oak. Police say it started as some sort of an argument between 2 brothers. Multiple family members were in the home at the time. Police say a woman in the home with the suspect was shot. And we've just learned that the second person shot was a neighbor across the street watching his grandson. He too was shot in the face, the bullet going through a window. We just spoke to that man's son.
I guess the parents are nice people, so they are like pretty nice. I don't know about the son. I'm assuming they're, family. I guess maybe some kind of family fortune dispute or some sort.
Back out live, that man's child, a 4-month-old, was on a bed near that window when the bullet came through. The child was not injured. That man now trying to deal with everything that's happened to his family as a result of this. The suspect's name has not yet been released. We are expecting him to face a long list of criminal charges. We do have to mention the police officer that was wounded has only been with this force for 6 months. Prior to this, he was with the LA County Sheriff's Department.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
In Arcadia, where a police officer and 2 others have been shot, this local neighborhood swarming with SWAT officers as that gunman made more threats from inside his home. Just moments ago, he walked outside and surrendered. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter live in that neighborhood with late-breaking new information. Leanne.
Mark, that hours-long standoff, as you said, ending just a short time ago, but not before an Arcadia police officer was shot in the face. 2 others also hit by gunfire. An Arcadia home surrounded, a neighborhood on lockdown after an armed gunman barricaded himself inside after shooting a police officer, a neighbor, and a female family member.
Arcadia police officers responded to a residence in the 2500 block of Greenfield Avenue regarding a disturbance between 2 brothers. One brother was allegedly armed with a gun. Upon arrival, a subject from inside the residence began shooting at officers, striking an officer in the face. That officer rushed to the hospital. A second officer transported from the scene with an ankle injury. Witnesses describing the chaos shortly after the gunfire rang out.
The Asian guy, his dad that was involved, he actually came out running with his little baby, and we asked him what happened. He was saying that his dad got shot, that the neighbors were arguing, and that some gunshots went on, and then his dad got shot through the house.
Frantic family members rushing to the scene.
I saw the person that lives in the house running up to the deputies trying to get inside, saying his boy was inside. His boy was in the house, and his I believe the boy's mother was in the house. From what I heard, the mother was shot and the boy was let go.
The home cleared out, the SWAT team and crisis negotiators called in hopes of ending the standoff peacefully. The young officer shot in the face has been with the Arcadia Police Department just 6 months, seriously injured as the suspect suddenly opened fire.
They were approaching the residence. The subject opened fire and began shooting at the officers.
Again, that suspect giving himself up peacefully, now in custody, facing a long list of charges. The Arcadia officer who was shot in the face was rushed into emergency surgery, but thankfully both he and the other two who are also injured are all expected to make full recoveries.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
So it is what it is.